ate a delicious piece of banana bread. So good. Thought I'd take some time to answer some of these questions. Hi, by the way. So, have I ever fasted, and what are my views on it? I have not fasted, but it's completely biblical, and I have thought about it in the past, whether I should fast or not for things I struggle with, like patience or irritability, self-control, but I've never done it. It's completely biblical to fast. I think appropriate times to fast are when you're fighting a particular sin, or when you're making a really big decision, or I don't know, if you want to just be more devoted to the Lord, less consumed with yourself for a day, or I don't know. I do think you can fast things besides food, but in scripture it's talking about food. So sure, you can say I'm gonna fast meat for a day, fine, but scripture doesn't divide it that way. Scripture, there's nothing wrong with that, that's fine, but when scripture speaks of fasting, it's speaking of food. So that's my view on it. I might be wrong or missing something, but I'm not a theologian, you guys. Okay. So another question was from someone who's staying home now, second guessing their decision for quitting their job. They don't want to disappoint the Lord. First thing I'm going to say is, you're not disappointing the Lord by coming home to do exactly what he's called you to do, to live a simple life at home, to raise your family, to manage your home, to help your husband. There's nothing further from pleasing the Lord. I mean, seriously. I think you're doing a wonderful thing. If you're able to come home and work in your home and manage your home and help your husband and raise your children, you're doing the opposite of disappointing God. You are pleasing him and following his beautiful design. So shake that lie off. Satan loves to mess with our minds. It might take you a little bit to adjust, to staying home. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you're unhappy. Maybe you're missing the value of it by believing the lies of this world versus the beauty that God has designed. And so maybe you can pray that the Lord will help you see what a rich and high calling it is that you've been called to be a helpmate and a mother. And he is so good. He will help you see that. And just like we combat other things in our lives with truth, combat those thoughts with truth. I know that not every single woman is ecstatic to be home, because we've been tainted by the world's disgusting, horrible lies, and we've been tainted by the world's view of women that stay home, and we buy into it even when we don't realize it. So then we feel valueless and like we're not contributing in any way. But my goodness, if you ignore the world and look at God and his design and his purpose, you realize how much you actually are contributing. A lot. Probably more than you would be if you were at work, because you are raising the next generation. You are helping your husband. You are you're helping provide a beautiful picture and example of God's design for your children and for the world, So it's definitely something you should not regret. and second guess, I think you should pursue the right mentality about it, and then the Lord can do that. He can renew your mind. Be in the Word and listen to John MacArthur's Proverbs 31 passage, biblical wife, the fulfilled family. So good and encouraging. I love hearing those things. Okay, I really have no idea what this means. Maybe I'm just ignorant, but what do I think of conspiracy theories, coincidence theories that the atheists like to perpetrate? I don't know what you mean. I'm so sorry. Maybe we can expound on that, explain that a little more to me, and maybe I'll understand where you're coming from. But I'm going to skip that one due to my lack of understanding. And then, young wife surrounded by older women who don't see our roles in Scripture